concern. Excuse me. Give me just a second. I'll look at who that is in a second. This one, I guess. It's only for background noise because I'm going to be typing in and out a bit. Okay. Hello, Faru. Thank you for the resub. Excuse me. Oh, how long have you guys been visible? I just realized. Hey, you know what? Actually, I'm going to keep you guys visible. Tell me to go into the labyrinth, maybe. Cannot hear, so don't worry. Okay. There we go. Where'd it go? There it is. Quite beautiful. Still wish it could go be the other way. I'd greatly prefer if it was up, down, and then goes to the left. What is this one? Oh, okay, it's this one. Hello, Allie. Flip that table. All you need to know is to squish that cat. Smaller. There we go. Fit in between those tabs like that. Right in front of that one. Yeah, okay, currently right now I'm just messing around with equipment right now because, you know, I spent like a few days or whatever either grinding experience or money. Yes, this is still using a turret hammer. If only I had a hammer skull. That'd be quite nice. Got the bomb. 135. Exactly the same. Spherical weight attached by a chain. I actually know how this one works apparently. It's not like an actual, like let's say a flail, but no, it's just a chain by itself with, again, a weight at the end of it. And of course, you swing it around. It's quite interesting, I will say. I think it's supposed to be backbreaker. I don't really know. Yeah? Yeah, sure. I'll let this play. Okay, everyone else. Peachy doesn't really need a upgrade to her weapon. Sun also doesn't really either. Oh, Indigo Pit, however, I will be able to get that later on. Atrocious Fang cannot get. The future is coming on, and I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. Feeling like I'm useless, but not for long. The future. Furrow doesn't need a upgrade to their book. I mean, the +1 tech could be good. Won't be able to for a bit. Actually, if I'm lucky, I might be able to actually be pretty okay. Da-da-da-bum-bum. Alright. Da-da-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay. I can't really do much with this right now. Claw attach. Gunstock was added to improve recoil control, more like. Armor. Again, can't really do much else. Right. That's funny. More defense. That's gonna be more helpful for now. Then upgrade to this later on. This should all be good. Oh, am I on? Go back to basic. Gonna need my items back. I'm gonna sell the round shield and the Techikiari. Maybe the light muffs, I don't know. More convenient to just simply do it like this. So, let's go into the labyrinth now, and we have to try and find Olympia. Medicals are going to be better off used outside combat. I'll take 4. One Medora. Binds. Ailments. It's not really. It's only really the whole puffers. And there's small fry that we're not going to be seeing too much now, I think. Nah. Starfish. Funny. Power book. Coupon. I don't think that's necessary to hear now. Power book. I like that I get all these books and stuff now, when I guess in the long run it's not going to be as helpful. I'll take it, I guess. No one here really needs it, though. Probably not putting on the Gladiator. Technically, it is not the best choice. Not Hoplite. Probably one of our Buccaneers. I should have held on to storage then. Ninja. A different look for later on. Which I think I might know who shampoo I can use. But I'm gonna have to wait for now. Maybe that, or that. One of them. So, let me just go ahead and put this back in storage. So Pishi, I'll just kind of say is about like 20 levels higher than they probably should be right now. Zira is at a very comfortable point. For Resurrect, 3 more points. It's not really too much of a difference. I don't really know. Because again, either max it out, or just 1 level. I swear. Nectars in this game are kind of useless. Also have a new person adventure with us. Keiki. A ninja like me. Well, except they're gonna be pure ninja later on. We'll find out after a while what I mean by that. It's a bit too warm now. And then I turn it off and now it's super cold. Okay. Yeah, don't really need to rest right now. Alrighty. Got to go find her. I thought it was sounding a bit quiet. I think also once we get into the 3rd stratum, I'm going to start outfitting everyone for being to also gather resources. That is what I would consider to be appropriate for their like class and stuff. For example, hoplites would definitely have mining. Sovereigns maybe also would have mining. Yeah. Even with Pichu being way over leveled. Okay, Keiki. I forgot I made Keiki have that skill. Show. 1 point Mystic Calm. And they are up to Beheading, which a normal attack they deal has a smallish % chance to just instantly kill any normal enemy. 9% of the time, this will not really work on FOEs. I need to also... I need to find out soonish how good Party Heal is currently. It more than likely will be a full heal, but I can't be certain right now. Kiki? Killed. Just 1 more higher. Yep, all those little shits are gone. Or here. Okay, yeah, so it's not even more confusing because, well, again, we're technically in, like, hallways or whatever that have, you know, like, air safe for us to breathe. This sounds like water. I mean, I guess theoretically it could be like little torrents of water that are just within this area. Also, I'm seeing, right there, maybe a little bit of a layering issue. Maybe. Uh, Gotcha. Cakey! God damn it! You think this is funny? Why? Oh, okay. I just went through all the Druid Grove, so I can't exactly say super. I don't know. I'm going to scream. Ow! Ankle. Ay. Dun, 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 dun. Ninjas, I feel, would be good at gathering. Nice. Oh, right, also, because I had to do, of course, some, like, you know, little bits of farming right here. When we walked back in here, there was another bit of dialogue popping up after taking the, mission. If I could figure out which one it is. That's Baldur's Gate. That's Amori. Here it is. Okay. Won't show the screenshot. So pretty. Oh yeah, because of that. You trek through the labyrinth's halls and reach the area where you once met Olympia. Now, though, the girl is nowhere to be found. It seems your search for her must go on. And that's literally it. So, maybe not the most boring, but still. For reasons and stuff. Hi, Claire! Hello. And keep that, I guess. If you come over here, find a small crack in the wall before you. Yes, of course. Small crack. When, you know, she, like, decimated this area. But, no, it's a crevice for us to move between and stuff. How you doing, Claire? We're not going to go down that way yet. We're going to go this way. We're also not going to... Yeah, we're not going to. Don't care. Right over here, it's not even showing what I normally would show. There's a crevice right here. Okay. Oh, I need to set up limits. Nice. Yeah. Ha! Always when I forget about it, normally, Nazira. Still funny, our healer is the strongest, and also Keiki. Indomitable, and then Fur can have Charge Tactic. Ugh. Let's see. Yeah, you can see a gather spot right there. It's just another spot to gather for that. Then right here, continue on down. Truth that pierces clouds. As you search for Olympia, you run into the young man Kudra, whom you remember well. When the young man notices you, he walks over unhurriedly, his countenance serene. Word has reached me from the senators that you mean to pursue that woman. And this is so. Kudra's icy gaze is fixed upon you as he slowly raises a finger to point deep into the labyrinth. The sentries are mobilized to search for her as well. They've made little progress yet. A number of them, however, have reported that fish creatures prevented pursuit of the woman. The men are no match for the foul fish of the grotto. I leave this to you, Shadow. The young man finishes his short speech, points to the southern door, and moves to leave. I'll be posted at the sentry's base camp in the hall ahead. Alert me if anything comes up. It is true that the path he indicates leads to a hall, from which you sense no monsters. It seems an ideal roost from which to devise a plan and issue orders from. If you have anything to report, or, conversely, questions to ask, find me there. Find the sentry patrol in this area, it may have information for you. Where the labyrinth? The young man diverts his icy gaze from you and begins his trek to the southern cathedral. Continue forth, as outlined in the mission, and find Olympia. Let's go over here first. Well, that's not ideal. While searching for Olympia, you spot a figure ahead which appears to be one of the sentries. You must be from Shadow. The senators told us about you. Glad to have you out here. But you won't find the woman you're looking for this way. It's dead end ahead. Though there's no road ahead, I'm wondering where everyone who headed that way went. Let's not do that for now, though. Ooh, octopus. The cousins of it, if I remember correctly, are very annoying. Sadly, we don't have a bucket here. Ah! Furu, no! Why are you headbound? I only listed one. God damn it, Keiki. God damn it, Junior. Why? Why? Pain, 2010. Someone had. Save the trouble. Here. You enter the small room in the labyrinth and talk to Kudra. Ah, it's you. Yes, has something happened? The young man discrets his typical calm stare at you, awaiting a response. I've heard rumors of a girl who helps explorers in the labyrinth, supposedly called Olympia. The young man gazes down at his hand and furrows his brow, as if trying to remember. It's a story I first heard over 10 years ago. I know not how much truth there is to it. We'll learn more once we capture the girl and integrate her. Best of luck. But the sentry's here, hunting for Olympia, which the young man smiles wryly. Floaty exaggerates, showing the extent of her anger. The entire company for this is excessive. I exercised my own judgment, and brought only a squadron. The young man mutters darkly about the administrative difficulties of a large force. Let's wait to the grove past this ridge. We may catch her trail, if not the woman herself. With your eye before continuing. To be frank, I don't think much of their chances. Should you come across them, give them your aid. Once the young man asks his favorite, he averts his gaze, indicating that the conversation is over. Leaving this place seems equally tempting as I attempt to resume speaking with the young man. I see. Then continue your search for the woman. As the young man asks his favor, he averts his gaze, indicating that the conversation is over. I guess the conversation is over. That's what I'm picking up. Over here. Nothing like this. Turn right. Red FOE. And a bit of whatever behind it. Now then, I will say this. If you are pretty decently strong, I guess like how my kinda current party is set up. Damn, wish I had started someone else. And make short work of this FOE. But if you're a decent bit strong, got whatever else you can, you could probably kill this FOE and then kind of bypass essentially all of this. I'm not going to do that, unfortunately. I'm taking the more kind of authentic route. Thankfully, it does stop after a while, but boy oh boy, does it still go on for a while. As you continue forth through the watery forest, one of the sentries appears before you. Hey, careful there. A terrible monster's roaming around the crossroads up ahead. The sentry gravely informs you that an armored dragon slew 5 of his comrades as stroke. You thank the sentry for warning you, before continuing on ahead. Hi, how are ya? I think... Again, kind of same thing. Say about that much. Oh yeah, hold on, I see... Past that there. How's that instead? This way, I think. Still aggro's for a while. Okay. Just save a bit of the hassle. Yep. Go like this. What is that? Chest right here. And if you can get it, I believe it's some kind of hammer. As in forge hammer. Well, that's not ideal. Coral octopus spews an addling ink. It is cautious and constricts its prey before the kill. Will headbind. Weak to pierce. For real? I need you to fire. Well, good job, Kiki. 264s. Uh-huh. I'm definitely certain that's just a dead end right there. May just be with outside the range, but I don't wanna. Well, no, yeah. Tough tentacle and sharp knob. You know who else has a sharp knob? Up that way. Then there's over there. Okay. Damn, really thought for a second. Damn. Really just pointless dead end. Oh. Ish. Yep. It's got the mustache and everything. Okay. It was for that one. We want to get rid of it really right now. Yeah, that's right, for smacking with your book. Good job, Furu. 36 poison. We're very rarely ever going to kill via poison again, I feel. I don't think. Wait, King Core? Okay, never mind. Yeah, they had the sucker. That's right. Okay, over this way. Small figure, appears to be one of the sentries. I'm guessing you're the explorers from Guild Shadow who accepted the mission, right? One of the sentries gazes sharply around while talking to you. So, about that woman we're all searching for. My team hasn't found a single thing, which means you might turn up something at the southern area the other team headed towards. The sentry then excused himself, citing exhaustion from a long shaft patrolling. The sentry's hint is promising, but you're free to investigate elsewhere should you choose. I just want to look over here. Yep, those are... That's definitely what a normal VR chat stream is like. Okay. so I can show. Ow. Excuse me. Wow. Hello, Furu. I saw that I was looking for the screen. Sorry. Yep, Furu. Binary. Yeah, Bishi will now recover a whole 5 TP from receiving a buff. Oh my goodness. Now, Furu! Keiki! Lava Shell, one kill via non-physical. Excuse me. No, Furu! That would have been a bit of a waste then, actually. Okay, over here. I can scroll. Yeah, it just reminds me of... Okay, did it a little too long. I'll save a bit of effort by doing this. Not really the time. No. Binary. You cast fire. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna let it die via poison really quick. Yeah. Yummy. Yes, may I help you? I was a bit worried for a second. Well, it's going to a dead end. I don't like it when my prey can't be able to escape. Appears to be one of the sentries. You must be Shadow. Here to find that woman. Right. I'm afraid she's not here. Listen, though, if you have the time, can you do me a favor? Thanks. It'll be a big help. One of those guys took a different route and he's still not back. I'm kind of worried. If you find him, could you tell him to check in back at base camp? I'd love for myself. I got another man down just past here. I'm counting on you. Hello again. Oh, you guys. Make sure you pass on that message when you find the sentry. There we go. I think one of these was... Walro. Maximum duration, menacing glare. Goddamn, Furu! Man. Hello, Sember. Visual defense down. Should be fine, though. Need a line guard. Wait, hold on. I'm still being pursued. Okay, no, I'm not. Thank God. I was... I've had a watery grave, in that case. Right. Down on down. Wherever there. Makes the trip a bit shorter. Back and forth. Progress some more. Well. Don't go right at the fork up ahead. 10 of our men made that mistake. Not one came back. Sentry leaves in a hurry, as if fleeing. You strongly consider taking his warning to heart. No waste. Now you see, if it was in like real time, oh yeah, look at that. Anyways, bloody supper. That's dangerous. King of the starfish fell in the abyss. It absorbs its prey to replenish its stamina. Yeah. Don't be too spendy. There we go. Good job, KT. Yeah, blue starfish are annoying. Alrighty. Continue on. But yeah, I can understand if this was like in maybe real time or whatever. That, you know, it would like see us or whatever, and then like get chased immediately or whatever. That's a very silly thing you do if you do that. It's like right there. Or like that. Wanna take a right or east or whatever. Kind of suspiciously a large area of this. Kind of suspicious. Take a step inside. Little treasure room. $1,000. And this one had some starfish inside it. Or maybe attached to it. Ready? Voljar. Not the most helpful. It's just essentially Volt Star. Maybe at like level 5 or whatever. Not ultimately the most helpful. Ah, well, hey, look at this. Cakey. Yeah! Okay, good. As you cautiously venture forth, you find a sentry collapsed on the ground. You immediately rush to his side, but he has already passed away. He must have borne the brunt of some vicious attack. His thick armor is rent in twain. I'm sure they really have that good of armor. As the rest of your party shuddered at the carnage, Pichi saw something and alerted the others. Whoever murdered the sentry was drenched in blood, which left a trail down a nearby path. So either with some trepidation, whether to follow the trail of blood or retreat for now. Decide to search the sentry's corpse to see if you can glean any clues. Eventually, you notice a medal given to some new recruits clutched tightly in his hand. It's been very important to him to hold on to, even during his dying moments. Perhaps the corpse's identity will come to light if you take the medal with you. You either pluck the medal from the corpse or leave it be, and with all of these, we always say yes. You attempted to take the medal from the corpse's hand without causing any further damage to the body. Rigor mortis makes the fingers as difficult to pry open as if he was still alive, but you succeed. Pay a silent tribute to the fallen sentry before leaving the area. Medal. Damn. There we go. They're technically guards. As you walk through the undersea labyrinth, you find remnants of starfish at your feet. They were probably slain by other explorers and monsters. You shrug and move on. Hi! Oh, true guys. Did you manage to track down that woman? Or are you here to tell me when the blue hell happened to my missing man? He was dead! That can't be! Don't even joke about that. Where's your proof? He produced the sentry's blood-encrusted medal and handed it to his livid captain. This is his! No, there must be some mistake. How could this? Even with the helm muffling his voice, you can discern his despair at that fragility of life. As you grope for something to say to him, he takes the initiative to speak to you instead. I'm doing pretty well yet. Under the sea. Oh, you should have done that. Oh well. I'm sorry. I was just a little shaken. It may seem callous to me, but I'm alright now. The moment we got our orders to delve into the labyrinth, I knew this was one possible outcome. Thank you for taking the time to look for him. Here, I'll do something for your troubles. Sadista. I best go back to Kudra and break the news to him. Can't stand around here forever, after all. With that, the sentry gathers his compatriots in the area for the trek back to their base camp. You see them off before resuming your search through the labyrinth. I'm junior leveled up. Nice. We need one more level in Ice Wall. Okay, Sadista is a spear. Long handle that allows for a wide range of attacks, so kind of like a pike. Much more damage. I guess I'll go ahead and put it on. Right. Guess I don't gotta mark it. You would, guard. No, Furu! Furu! Why? Okay. There we go. Let's continue down this a bit. Even if... Yep. I'm just brainstorming how I would try and recreate these. Don't want to go down just yet. Want to explore more, so... Damn, so close. Good. Doesn't look like it's that much more damage, in all honesty. Weak to blindness. Excuse me. A whole fucking group. I'm gonna try and set up caltrops. Binary fire. So caltrops, as it said, counters. It does have to hit, annoyingly. And also poisons. Excuse me. Not ultimately the best. Good job, Kiki. Nice. I could set up for maximum. This is gonna be a bad idea, maybe. It's gonna be very TP costly. I'm going to do that. Oh. Nice. Quick saving for 2 reasons. Okay, yeah. Nectar tool. So I'm gonna try and see about trying to take one on. Could have maybe tried that instead. We need that. I don't think that'd be too helpful. Could maybe work. Maybe. For Medica. Nice. Ah! be the top one, I think. So... Oh. I just saw Through does not have Ice Star. Oopsie. This is a slight issue now. Still decent damage. Oh, I got rid of card order? Really? That's not good. Doing fine. I'll see you in the third charge. There it is. Who's charging up stronger? Caltrops now. It didn't do it! Poisoned! Ah! It didn't do its other skill? That was like double H damage, I think, on Peru's thing. Alrighty. Yeah, look at that. It's our first, like, dragon or whatever that we encountered on this journey. Starting to get a bit full on inventory. I was like a little hungry, so give them a mecha or Amrita. I want to go this way because Budokai Tenshi, where are you? Or whatever. Well, now we're over here on this side. There's also this area. Oh, strange. Oh! Oh my goodness, who could have saw that coming? Not yet. Oh, well, will you look at that? Hi, Walrus. It's a bit more annoying and dangerous. Oops. Oh. God damn. I'm surprised I didn't kill it. Hi, Walrus. Bye, Walrus. I'm probably one of the few who's ever made that joke. Yeah. Chop. Not according to plan, but hey, I'll take it. I think I will generally keep Pishi high leveled. Daishi, Nazira, and Junior. Because generally they're always going to be doing one general, like, gameplay style. The extra things aren't really going to make that huge of a difference, in my opinion. So right here. Oh, there was also that thing on the first floor of this stratum. I forgot to show. We'll do this for now, though. Not yet, at least. Sea beast that's proud of its two sharp, armor-piercing tusks, as well as its immense form. Weak to fire and volts, okay. Nice. So you can see that there's that way. It's over there. It's not a way around that, I believe. Right, that. This way first. Aha! Formaldehyde. Honestly speaking, that might be really helpful for this stratum boss. Because its gimmick to get its special drop is annoying. Okay, actually, this is a decent chance to check out how much party heal will do. That's about half HP. Half HP. I can't have it get too spendy. I think this will be fine. Party-wide healing like that is super good. I'll put it to max level. That's where we were, and... something is calculated. And another set of stairs. If you were to take this one first, it would be quite funny. Oh. Curious. Something definitely right here-ish. Whatever could it be? There's nothing here, it seems like. There we go. Well, if it's not that difficult, then. This about we rush past, okay. As you make your way slow but steady progress through the forest, a flustered sentry appears. We found her! The woman! The sentry appears to be relieved to see you. She went down the stairs ahead. The other sentries followed. But you better go too. The sentry then runs past you, saying something about need to report to Kujira. Speaks true, you are closing on the object of your search. It's very cautious now. I can't believe they referred to Olympia as an object. This game is so unbelievably based. Walrus, this is not a time. Okay, that would have been a perfect time to kill it. You want us to get ambushed by this thing. Okay, I think I don't really have much of a choice. Either I go down or I'm fighting this thing. Oh, you should level up. Enhancements on 1 electric HP. I guess Inspire. I don't really have much else right now. I could have done real damage, but meh. I wanted to read that, but no. No, I'm a Trinasi. I don't like doing that. There we go. Well. Just in case now. Resistant, but has weakness to poison. That explains it. And immune to binds. Incredible. Let's try a third charge. No passive healing. Damage output is actually kind of better. Ow! Bitch! You're supposed to charge up first when you do that! I don't trust it. I'm gonna do that. Ow! Bitch! Oh, it's generally a full heal. Thank you. Yep. That's burst damage, I think it's doing. It does that. Hey, water spine. Guess I could have shown that earlier then. So we got 3 things upstairs to go down. One more chest over there. I think I will go get it as our final little adventure down here. Then, okay. Then go back. Go back. We can rest up. And sell some stuff too. Here's my room. Here's an weapon. Nothing new. Eh. As one little venture thing, I will go get that final chest. What an interesting combination. Keki! There we go. There we go. A small flower. What? What? Huh? Hold the fuck on. Did I not just see a... I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I saw that! Oh, this fucking dragon. I will kill it myself. As soon as I... Where are we going? Drop a red core. Got enough of those. Don't drop anything else in case it does. Oh, I made it too. Oh, also, these ones, the passerans, I don't think actually I did show before, but these ones face to the right now, and they're a bit stronger and more EXP. I think that it spawned right there or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. These? There's some big hunk. Too much. Keki, just go for that mostly. Yeah, that's annoying, is that Caltrops, in order to counter, the enemy has to hit. That's kind of meh. Really? Anger. Yeah, only counters once if it's a group attack. Just because. Yeah, it's not ideal. Be a bit more all out. Danger. Oh. Another level for assist. Get rid of this other small flower. It'll be fine not to mark those. Alrighty. Gotta sell off quite a couple of items. I don't think I have tents. Book of Enoch, Beast Gauntlets, Ballista, Sword Shield, Perception Book, Viking Helm, Theriaca A, 3/4, Ivy Anklet. I don't think we need the lance anymore then. Yeah, it's nearly a double. Rapier now. Things. We need sturdy timber, which you get from chopping. Ballista. That can fire destructive artillery shells. Perception book. Grants grants expertise in proficiency. If you don't have perception proficiency, you only get proficiency instead. Expanding one's worldview through perception. 3/4. By narrowing areas of the thick plating. Sentry shell. Not yet. Not for a bit more, I believe. A shield with blades on both ends, used for both offense and defense. Which I think is like a claw shield or whatever, maybe? Viking helm, with rivets driven into the steel surface to lessen impact. Gauntlets hardened by covering them in monsters' muscle fiber. Equipment that envelops the wearer with mysterious power when worn. More luck. Kinda, maybe good for Keiki. Yeah. I'll hold on to the Volt Jar just because... Oh! I can use it against that actually. Nice. I'll buy... one area needs red. Then also... Oh, interesting. From something I know that much. A sip indeed. Okay. Give me 2 tents. Excuse me. Incredible. What a way to, what an interesting present. I just, wish, they didn't do it like that. Da, da, da. Looking. Fascinating. Sale. Mail. Da, da, da. Alright, and now since a new floor, Senatus seems to be in an uproar lately. I've heard that guards have been dispatched to the undersea grotto. Remember, Shadows will be accompanying the guards on this investigation, correct? That body forest is hazardous. You need top-of-the-line equipment in order to survive. It's always how it is with her. What's the rest until night? Get a nice little afternoon nap. You know, I've met a lot of explorers here at this inn. There's no one I've never seen. Her name's Olympia. I hear a lot about her, but she's never come to this inn. Does she just always camp out in the labyrinth? Would have been nice to have that conversation earlier. The beautiful, awesome barmaid called out to Shadow. Hello, do not be minding me. I'm trying out new greeting lines. Shut up and eat! See this fish? A boy from the inn caught it. It is good, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, I know it was. That kid will grow up to be a master among fishers for surely. Want dinner? Oh, you're paying, mind ya. Water. Ooh, venom shroom. Stretched tongue sashimi. Ah! I'm the kind of guy who could get drunk off water. Heard about the type of starfish that's so larger than normal? It has a certain something. They're called king starfish. They exhibit some interesting behavior you don't see much in the wild. When a king starfish is present with two other types of starfish, they begin to cooperate. They perform a complex, intricate set of actions, allowing them to attack and heal simultaneously. I'd say they have a much better understanding of each other than the humans do. Got quite a few. Professor Scott's all there. Where's just talking? I can't get the material I need to make armor die. Sleep hammer. Panic fluid. Oh, gee, folks. I'm busy sorting through some paperwork right now. Come back later. Well then, Guildmaster, I can't just swing my sword around. Hey! Your armor claps are loose, and your ankle bracers are making a funny clink. Oil them already. I think it's implied that whoever he is was like a experienced adventurer for a while. Too bad he doesn't really have that much of a personality. Here now, why the long faces? I'll ask for what to do next. Yeah. Ah, being in trouble is the privilege of the young. Old people don't have the life left to find solutions. There's a saying, wait and the waves will calm. Not that charging in is necessarily wrong either. Think it over, maybe. Watch the sunset over the ocean with your friends. Then come back to it. Ah, well, perhaps you just need forgive me for being presumptuous. Remember, proper rest is essential to both the sailor and the explorer. So you're happy to go sailing? Okay, goodbye. That's you. I pity the explorers who've fallen victim to our little trickster. You want to set things right? Find her again and get the truths out of her. It's the only way to avenge those who died in vain. We and the senators are counting on you. So why are you still standing around here? 21. Oh, I still got my lance. And this. I'll keep most of this stuff. I'm not going to get rid of those other two items we got. Keep the formaldehyde. Why am I actually... Whatever. That formaldehydes are really good. Not that one. Alrighty. So now we have Keiki. I want to go over to this right here, because I want to show a funny little interaction he will have with it. Excuse me. We're definitely having leftovers for dinner tonight. Yeah.
As you wander the undersea path, you start to encounter a small pond of seawater. The pond contains several colorful fish swimming peacefully. You feed the cute little fish or ignore them and continue your investigation of the labyrinth. Feed the fishies. You tear off some bread and drop it into the pool, causing the fish to gather and nibble at it. Spend a few peaceful moments watching the fish before a black shadow suddenly approaches. Seems a small pond of fish is a feeding ground for sea monsters. You're seized by the desire to fight the monster and save the small fish, but then again, you gird yourself for battle. But Kiki's lightning reflexes send a kunai at the monster. Strikes true at the monster's fatal point. The corpse rises slowly towards the water pond's surface. The fish are saved thanks to Kiki's quick wit. You get a sigh of relief. What's more, you found materials inside the corpse that floated to the pond's surface. Good job, Keiki. So I guess if you just simply don't want to do a forced encounter or whatever, you can have a ninja with you. It's also funny. One who's like usually most laid back or whatever did that, but then again, I kind of know how Keiki is also kind of sort of too. So that's a little funny. Now we can head on down. N for ninja. I don't think there are too many different things. I don't think there are that many like event things or whatever that do differ with like different classes or whatever. I know for I think it was Arbalist or Gladiator. There was that big rock up on the 3rd floor. Of course, there was this one. I know Ninja has one more, but sadly, I don't think there are many for the different classes. I would say if you do maybe want to know about just basically how all the different encounters, events, and stuff work, you can definitely check out Dr. Fetus's like guide and walkthrough. Anything you could probably want to know? Oh, no. Anything you would like to want to know and stuff about this game, like enemies or wherever else have you? His walkthrough makes for really like in-depth stuff. Like Rayomi. As we see deeper into the labyrinth, you spot Lord Simi's astrologer with a solemn face. The girl hurries over to your guild as soon as she sees you. I know you're busy, and I'm sorry to bother you, but I need you to do me a favor. I heard you're the ones to find the ancient fish's nest the other day. This has to do with that. Please don't tell Agata where the nest is. I have an awful feeling about it. Promising you won't. The girl pleads desperately, then darts off without response from you. You aren't quite convinced. Resolve to return to what needs to be done for now. There's always something going on with them. You can also thankfully admit that I think they're a little too A, young, and B, like, kind of dense or whatever to prove to be any kind of, like, danger for us. I'm gonna take that one. As we did talk to everyone, we saw all the quests. So we'll take the one that, if you're, I guess, strong enough like me, you can simply go down this one. There was something over here.
should definitely confirm though that if Keiki was a different class or whatever, that technically would have been technically more accurate for him. Over this way. Ice mist. Ooh. That'll be good. Huh. If we had binary ice. Yeah, Fruit was gonna be a bit weak. Rock coral. Hold on to that for now. Not much of a choice, so still kind of decent damage. Well, it can't act at least now. Good. Oh, going to Keikaku. Nice. Would they be considered elementals? Oh. While following a tip on Olympia's whereabouts, you encounter a sentry searching the area. To confirm that you are with the investigation, the sentry explains the situation to you. The 6 of us chased her into a dead end to the south. But just when we had her cornered, a swarm of ancient fish popped up out of the blue and 5 of my men were gone in an instant. Apparently in the sentry's haste to escape, the girl's trail was lost. You might try heading to the dead end to the south and investigate the area where Olympia was seen. Oh no, that's 4 of them. That's quite a danger. And here it is. Oh, oh wow. Alrighty, she's just down this way. She's just down this way. Hold on. Cuff fins, that binds arms. Okay, if you could. Down. Not ideal. Ow! Don't worry, Bishi, you don't really need that, technically. What? Oh, no, you do it. I won't be angry. Alrighty, she's just down this way. I don't think this is it. Maybe if I look down the way. Oh, I don't see her. I don't see her.
you sending all the small fry after us? We'll eventually get her. Also, I should probably go ahead and mark this. Huh. Oh, right, also. Huh, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know. I'm not feeling confident. Wait. Flowers! You see down a wild path within the labyrinth, where man has yet to tread. You step past a wall of blue rocks and coral to discover Olympia, the object of your search. Explores a shadow. Do you still intend to proceed ever onward to the deep city? Olympia coldly and emotionlessly spits those words at you, utterly reversed from her previous tone. Go home if you value your lives. Your continued search for the deep sea will be your debts. With this, Olympia raised one hand to the air. In response to her signal, a beast appears in the depths of the reef between you and the girl. I do not do this lightly, but you have ignored my warnings and persisted in your quest. As the girl brings her arm down to point at you, the beast charges. Time has come for battle. Oh, Dino Gator. Now we're behated. Anyways, I would have fought this a while. Times and stuff. Devours everything in sight, constantly hungry for more meat. And it's weak to all elemental. Gotta go for that, actually. Which one being so like that? Is this everything but sleep? Good. Probably don't do that then again. Yeah, kinky. You got decent in tech. Not too bad. Oh! Alright, Faru. Gonna finish off again for us. Yeah. EP time. Damn. Of course it's gonna die to a fucking normal attack. And I get pig iron! Of course. Olympia stares at you in disbelief, and you slay the dreadful monster. I have no other choice. I must. The girl is suddenly interrupted by a voice ringing from the heavens. Stand down, loyal servant of the Abyssal King. Your duty is done. Leave the rest to your king. Olympia also seems to hear the mysterious echoing voice and nods discontentedly. And you, small ones, mark me well. We have our own designs in stopping you. We have our own circumstances, naturally, such as the world. The voice from the heavens takes a deep sigh, after which a blue sphere appears before you. This seed bee has power over this grove. Use it to make your way through the labyrinth to me. Ocean Master Ketos shall greet you. Overcome that trial to gain free entry to the deep city. The deep, loud, and clear voice slowly fades. After the voice dies down and you take the seed bead, Olympia walks towards the coral reef behind her. I suppose this is goodbye, members of Shadow. I doubt we'll meet again. She then dashes through the coral orchard with inhuman speed and disappears from view. This may be a good opportunity to report to Kudra on Ocean Master Ketos and the strange sea bead. One step forward. I wish I had that pole stone now. And just rush ahead. Why is the accuracy so bad for that attack? It did like thrice or whatever, but it didn't hit any of us that much. Not yet. Preferably, I would like to not be forced to fight them. They're just a bit annoying. Also, here's like the this section of the fourth floor. I guess more like the east, technically speaking. Zira, why are you so hurt? Line heal. Nice and full up. Alrighty. Probably should report to Kudra. Now I'm gonna go check out those other stairs. I'm feeling a little hungry. Kudra! I got a sea bead for you. Oh, I didn't read that. Upon noticing you, he ambles over to chat. So you're safe, Shadow. And before you pursued the woman, what happened? What happened? That was bad. You quickly inform Kudra of what transpired, and he nods before speaking again. So you were able to capture the woman as we'd hoped, but your efforts weren't fruitless. The young man mutters some more and motions to his men to begin packing their things. I discovered something too. We should compare notes before resuming the hunt afresh. Though your mission is not quite complete, Kudra seems to think you should report to the Senatus. Having finished their preparations, the young man and his sentries return to Armroad. We feel like that it would be best to follow their lead in order to report to the Senatus. We're gonna go down to that one in the bottom left. Resistant to instant death. I assume just like a 50-ish% chance. Less than, okay, never mind. See what I know. Let's check out this one. The proud, tall wave. saves. I know I could have read it earlier, but... Ah, well. Small crevice is visible. However, it's impassable from the side. Okay, well, that's fine. What about this spot? Small crevice is visible, but it's impassable from the side. Damn. What about this? Okay, well. I guess that's the end of the adventure. It went to day so quick. I so rarely ever see it change like time like that in battle. Continue on up. So if that one is a complete dead end, what about... technically shouldn't. But it's all the same. 69. Of course. A little bit of a whack across all of them. Binary. Keiki, not the best time. Nice. One red bone. That's crazy. I cannot be bothered. How am I getting this lucky to get preemptives? Oh, that was close. Oh, Silio. Sharp-pointed sucker that siphons off nutrients. I don't know. I think you're supposed to kill it via bash. Don't remember. Can you tell I played? We really don't get a benefit from that. Case. Resource gather. I think so. Yep. No, that's fine. We'll just pretend it was 103 poison damage.
Um, my shaker's not down here, I just realized. How am I to do this first round? I think I left it on the counter. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm also kind of famished. So maybe at the same time I can try and get a pork chop heated up, maybe. Yeah, a bit more fresh. Oh, nice. Junior will be ready for the boss, meaning no more little upset as a little challenge, I think, for myself. I wonder if I should just go on to, like, hard difficulty, just because... Looks like encounters are kind of nulled while within that space. Well, and there we have it. That's as much as the 4th floor we can explore for now. Or I guess technically 8th. Yeah, we could do a bit more. It's still funny that if you don't go that way, you can just find this and then probably just, like, not know about that. Good job, Kiki. You deserve that level up. Now give him reflexes. Anytime, evade an attack, regardless of physical or, like, elemental, then... and recover a bit of TP. It's essentially 2 times the rank of the skill. So, 2, 10, and then 20 can be really good, especially later on. Incredible. Eh. That's fine. Now that we are... That's annoying that Pig Iron Fang is cheaper. It's so annoying. Saban's Ring Dagger, Tewa Tewa, Armguard, Clavang, Torador, Sectress, and the Lance. Just a little earlier. Excuse me. Just out of curiosity, Clavang, slashing sword with a hilt decorated in coral. Weaker. Ring Dagger, double-edged dagger with a ring on it for hanging from one's armor.
Tilla. Kleb, with lower wind resistance for increased striking speed, plus 2 agility. Can be kinda good for Gladiator, considering they do usually have lower agility. Door. Large matchlock gun with a long barrel that makes targeting easy. Maybe Frostbook is okay. Actually, Frostbook can be kinda helpful later on. If I don't mind losing the tech. Did I buy an area ethnic thread? I did. Okay. Napier, what do you have to say? It seems matters have grown grave indeed, and the watery forest. I am probably investigating the forest, and not the explorers who do so. But so many have fallen. I expect you to hang in there for the sake of the guards on the casualty list. Welcomes! Did you work hard today, like you always do? Look, don't be spreading this news around, okay? I hear that BAF is really dangerous. Everyone who comes to the bar says they're never gone to BAF because it's so risky. Wait, if nobody goes there, how do they know it's so dangerous? And so a new mystery is born here at Butterfly Bistro. Ugh, it's completely broken off in the base. It's useless now. What a piece of crap. That stupid Zodiac I was going out with. Well, you'll hear this. So there's this iron turtle on BAF with a really hard shell. I asked him to do his thing, you know? Guess what he said to that? Duh, sorry, I don't know TP. Seriously, what the hell? He's always so stingy with money and TP. What matters most, he's just a big lump. I eventually have to beat the crap out of him with my sword. Well, I mean the turtle, not him. Yep, and here's all this. Bum, bum. Hello, Link.
Dear Chief
Replacement, I wanted to send you this friendly little letter to inform you of your imminent demise. If you're curious about the frequency of which I've sent these letters, it is merely to instill as much fear as I can, as if basting a turkey, which I will then proceed to have sex with. That's right, I'm going to fuck the fear turkey.
Hey boss, are you alright? Oh, thank goodness. When I passed by the center of this a minute ago, I saw a bunch of extra guards. I've heard them say something really dangerous happened in the labyrinth. As soon as I heard that, I got real worried about you, but I'm glad to see you're safe.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead, I implore you.
Ah, so you made your way down to BAF for the grotto.
The first I ever seen make it that far. Yeah, in something like 10-ish years or whatever, it is the first they ever made it. Or no, actually, the B6F was the first they ever made it.
Maybe folks really will be the ones to find the drowned city. Just don't get cocky.
Hey, are you finally gonna be sailing? I've been waiting here for like 2 in-game months.
So as you proceed down through the labyrinth, you're walking on the ocean floor, aren't you? I've sailed the high seas for many years. I've now walked once along the bottom.
I envy you. So, oh, bye, I guess.
Oh, shit. Floatia. Got some news. You had the girl cornered, yet you allowed her to escape. The youth these days. But then Kucher tells me that the danger was such that the sentry team was decimated. Moreover, the information you brought us, along with our own, may open the way to the Deep City. The time may be ripe to issue a mission to find the Deep City and fulfill my long dreamt of dream. I had no idea what happened there. And that's where we stand. The woman escaped. What was that toll lost? We have you to thank. Only that sea bead you said you were given in exchange for your reward. Okay, fine. 2,000 money. 6,000 for each of us. If you're willing to go deeper, all the way to the Deep City, except the next mission. Hey, can we have it back? Use the sea bead to locate the enigmatic Ocean Master Ketos. Meet and speak with this being to learn more about the Deep City, and if need be, defeat it. Okay, you may have your sea bead back. As I thought, Guild Shadow, I assume you'd be the ones to accept this mission. That sea bead you retrieved apparently can control the currents within the labyrinth. Kodra and the sentries say they found a suspicious spot. Kodra! Explain your findings to them. I have to imagine she claps. I don't have many details for you, but we discovered something on B6F. One of the men found something unusual surrounded by the currents. I judged it myself. It was a vertically flowing whirlpool. I got the sense it was artificial, not natural. There was also a pedestal that would have supported something about that sea bead size. You may be holding the key to further progress. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to visit the wounded. And there you have it. I'll give you the seed bead to take to the 6th floor. If it indeed unlocks a path ahead, there's no need to check in with us first. Find the Deep City. Be very careful, though. This mission will be much more perilous than the previous ones. But we won't find the location of that Deep City unless we continue to press forward. Let nothing bar your path to the Deep City, and come to me for your reward when you succeed. Sea bead. A bead bestowed by Ocean Master Ketos. A current swirls inside. Got some hammers. Hello. It looks as if you've reached the 8th basement. The situation has been changing rapidly, and your guild is the center of it all. I suppose our only path forward is to leave it to you. Keep at it then. I waited 100 years for this. You can be certain I won't let this opportunity slip by. But I changed too much. I get too many clues as to my true age. How old is Floatia then? Because she... something like 80-ish years. Now she's saying something like over 100 years. Curious. What could all this mean? Let's go ahead and go on down B6F. Then we're going to do some more exploring. Then, oh boy. There are two ways I'm thinking about doing this. Excuse me. Would you guys prefer if I do... Oh, game? I heard that stutter. Would you guys prefer... I do all the side quests and stuff first? And then take on, like, Ketos maybe on the next stream? Or I try and get all this, like, stratum taken care of first? Unlike anything else, that's gonna be, like, afterwards. We're gonna go this way. Blindsided! No! wall! Oh, that was close. Excuse me. As you walk through the deep blue grotto, you notice a pair from the now familiar guild. The Minato ninja notices you and comes to you, waving excitedly. Hey, it's been a while, huh? I know it seems sudden, but can you tell me something? You guys found out where on the 6th floor that ancient fish lives, right? You gotta let me know. I'm begging you, says the boy, but the astrologer behind him is giving a haunted, pleading look. You cover a previous worry that you will tell Agata the location of the ancient fish's nest. You say to the delighted boy, but is the truth really what's best for him? So I'm going to be honest. This right here is kind of important. I'm going to we're not going to tell him. Sheesh, why do you have to be like that? Fine, if I go this way, I'll get there eventually. The boy tries to beckon to his astrologer companion, but she seems extremely reluctant to go. Gata sighs before leaving on his own. Besides, Hypatia does not budge an inch. You are now concerned for both of them. Should you talk to Hypatia or pursue Gata? You try speaking to the dazed female astrologer, but she gives no reply. Her expression is distressed and haunted. She seems lost for how to proceed. Perhaps you should pursue Agata in her place. Talk to him out of it, but maybe a guild issue. Not right now, over here. For efficiency's sake. Flawless shell. Another level up. There we go. Hello, Spectre. Can't see you right there. So, right here. As you walk down the undersea path, a guard carrying a heavy load comes trotting towards you. Yeah, you're explorers, aren't you? I do a little iron trading down here on the side. The guard frantically rummages through his pack and hands you a bottle he produces. Here, have medical on me. So, you interested in buying anything? And we can buy some items and stuff for some amount of price. This is 5 times its normal price. This is 50% more, and a rapier, which we technically would not have access to. But major expensive. And do I look like I love spending money? I see. If you do happen to need something down the line, I'll be here. The guard then hurries to pack up his wares to get out of your way. Excuse me. Also, if I didn't say already, hello, Spectre. We got this. Sounds like deja vu. Oh, okay. I've never seen that happen. I'm not gonna lie though, this seems very familiar. I don't know why. Huh. Well, there are flowers right here. There's flowers right here. There's wherever that is right there. Oh, enemies were inside wherever that bush was. Flowers! Nice. There we go. Hi, some nights. Hi, some nights. Yeah, I'll gladly talk about it after my birthday, I think. That's what I think. There you go. Pin that for 69 minutes. That sounds good. Actually, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm a spring child. Thank you very much. Oh, I guess I'm gonna be the stuffed turkey in this situation. Excuse me. You know what, some night, I think just for you, I'll bring Evelyn along for the boss. Just for you, buddy. As you navigate the narrow and complex paths of the sea, you discover a mysterious sight. Could this be the odd whirlpool Kojiro spoke of? I see how that works exactly how it is. You slowly hold out the seed bead you attained towards it. As you do so, a flowing sound. So, some night, is there any particular present you're gonna give me, or, eventually the sound stops, the device has again fallen silent, and you doubt it will resume. I see how that works. Innocent starfish. Yay! I love surprises! You resolve to leave this room and explore to find out what has changed. Guys, oh, hold on. God. The thing, the bead, the bead, the bead. It has the texture of the ground. Efficient, but stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, it's literally tomorrow. Excuse me. Hold on. Teehee. Also, I wish I was slightly more stupid. I wish I wasn't able to tell about that. Excuse me. I'd have a gift ready. I'm leaving tomorrow. Damn. Crying. Also, no more like pulley push things. Excuse me. Bah. Bah. Excuse me. Where's this been? Oh, what am I able to do here? I'm just looking at whatever this... It's stuff. Okay. So as you can see, that got rid of the whirlpools. I hear a pan in the background. I want to go over this way first. Technically more efficient to go the other way, actually. Yeah, let's go this way. Spend like a couple hours or whatever. Okay, Uncle. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, look at that. All that is gone. Chest. Whoa, this looks kind of rusted. Yay! I love being seen. Intelligence book. Yeah, I probably need that one the most. I can't even fit that in. That's crazy. Not really anyone here needs it. Oh, maybe Nazira. Don't give it to Zodiacs. Damn. Small flower. Means gotta passively move through them. Or actively move through them. Oh! Move through them. You're close to the ancient fish's nest when you find the female astrologer out of breath. You assume that she is here due to her concern for Mugata, but then a second ignores response. Or sounds. The female astrologer darts off toward the nest, alone quicker than you can react. The fiend ahead is too dangerous for her alone. You must hurry and reach the fish's nest first. When you reach the ancient fish's nest, monster entrails are strewn about with the Gada at the center. At the boy's feet is a girl, collapsed as though asleep. He begins to tell you of her fate. Wish the expression could have changed. At the end, she thanked me. She said she remembered what she had forgotten, thanks to me. The boy continues, his tone flat and dead. She said she came exploring here with her dad when she was little. She said her dad protected her. She made herself forget because it hurt too much not to. She said her memories came back when I was fighting the fish. She saved my life and she said she was sorry about her dad. He died to save her so long ago. That's why she was grateful. She got to make up for it by saving someone special to her. The boy's voice is nothing more than a hoarse whisper by now, as he looks to you and nods. I'll see you, he says as he takes the girl's body and leaves. You seem most sad that before you recall your original reason for being here. You move on. So, there's a higher likelihood that Hypatia, dead. But she was able to perish. She was able to, as she said, protect Agata. But, well, there's also a high likelihood that she is dead. So, is that really, like, good? Hard to say. All I can at least say is that maybe you gotta can, be a bit more, like, square-headed
and a bit more thoughtful instead of charging in all the time and stuff. Maybe we'll see if we ever do see him again later on. Come across a large box. Slaughter script. This one, I think... Let me see. Slaughter script. The Great King of Two Horns. This lost tactic was used to train killer soldiers to kill humans. Fascinating. The Great King of Two Horns is famous for the small unit defensive tactic it presents. Offensive tactic. The diary of an old soldier who survived by being surrounded by a million adversaries in a great war. The script is a manual for a full party attack, devised by the legendary guild's first officer. Can control the labyrinth. Interesting. Interesting. Allow me to take a little second to go get some, well, my gamer subs and stuff, or whatever I had in it last. I'll see you guys in just a bit. I'm going to go ahead and just switch over to the BRB. It'll be quick and stuff.
Apparently.
Okay, and I lied a little bit. I had a pork chop with A1 sauce on it. Can you blame me? That shit's bussin'. I can never say that. So now that all the currents and stuff are gone, also hello Charlotte. Yeah, it's the same target with slash damage twice. Yeah, so whirlpools are gone. Now we can check over here. Oh, stairs. I love stairs. I don't think there was anything important down there. There is this, but I think that's it. Ooh, laudanum. Not confused with amnesia's laudanum. Interesting, that's only a custom story thing. Ooh, and here's our final enemy, Iron Turtle, which actually is a previous game enemy. And I think with it, defense. He's getting possessed.
Iron Turtle, which I'm pretty sure is a enemy that was also in 2. Don't fully remember. Spoil the surprise a little bit. Wow. Like that, I think. Don't gotta right now, okay? Actually might, well, never mind then. Let's just get this over with right now. Come here, boy. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the poison from that is not worth it. It is weak to all elemental. There we go. 64. Oh my! Okay, for real, you don't gotta kill them that badly. Easy enough. That way we can technically have all of that marked. That. Go there later. Feeling. Not gonna explain. Save the trouble. Also down that way. Not worth it to go that way. At least with our current setup. Excuse me. Meh. I do want to show. It doesn't show it. I love my friends.
about my friends. Ah. It's also not movement. See it. So I think for there, it's a gather spot, but again, kind of useless for us right now. Okay, it's weak to elemental. Turtle with a steel hard shell. Those who fight it find their weapon shattering. Yes, of course I would be defending. The turtle is so annoying because of that. Damn, Furu. Century shell. Gonna need a few of those. I think I will... I'm gonna keep how my current stuff is going. Where we make it to the 4th floor, find the boss door. Excuse me. Then after, would be us doing all the quests. That one has a star on it. Excuse me. Nothing. You know, if I know that we can take care of them easily. Kiki, if only you could do that. Kiki, if you can kill that. Damn. I got 2 more turns, so... Damn it, Fern. You're headbound! Now I wish I held on to that. That should have been better. Why'd you have to sniff the octopus ink cloud? Why? You know it's not good for you. Well, this is not ideal, honestly. Maybe I could have done better. It's kind of more fun like this, though, because now we can see this. Wow, that's my raid sound. Come on, Fur, you can try and unbind now. Resistant. And cannot do that, so... Pain is for me. Ow! That's not ideal.
Should definitely. Furu have enough? Have enough for him? Oh my goodness, he's gonna have enough? I get binary. Let's go first. Cross slash. And also Amrita for efficiency. What does that mean? 69.6. A bit hairier. But meh. Maybe I should have gone for that tint. No longer have to do that. Also, show over here. Now we have that, and that. Can bypass 2 of those abyssal debts. And of course right there was chop. I'll just save the effort. Guardian. Reflexes. Alrighty. Just a bit more. Oh, hey, look at that. Let's try and do that. I have a feeling. Let's get move 1. We'll go for another. Actually, Zero is fire. Daggers. There we go. Okay then. Red bones. Put that there. Encounter rate's pretty high. Yeah, nice. Which is kind of ironic, I feel. Yeah, for real. Nice. stand before the door, you sense an overwhelmingly powerful, yet noble presence. You suspect it is the source of the voice who commanded Olympia and gave you the sea bead. The door stands imposingly, as if daring you to pass through. You wonder if you are ready yet. Nope. Alrighty. Yeah, Furu has nothing really. And we actually have a near full inventory, so one more battle. Of course, it would include the turtle. I fancy my chances, though. I thought Ice Slurry was supposed to hit the entire party. I remember it being like that. Says you get poisoned it. Like that. You don't have to improve it. Yeah, damn. Supple branch. It's a lot less useful. Alrighty. Head on back. Okay, kinda technically speaking, I could stop for now. Long spear. Boost meal, double meal, stun guard, head guard. Oh, log gnome, I think. Nullify all enemy buffs. Could be kinda cool. Yeah, same dialogue. Yeah, Protector Sword right there. Neato. I don't think there's anything referential like that in the other games. A longer than average spear that is well suited for flying enemies. Even if I don't think we encountered any flying enemies whatsoever. I guess you could technically say all these swimming in water enemies are technically flying. But I don't know. Fucking anger. Laced mail with metal plate over the leather to protect the wearer. So it's kind of like breastplate, kinda. Light armor made by connecting metallic rings together. This is then essentially... It's either ring mail or chainmail. I would assume ring mail because it's kind of lighter, somewhat jealous. I don't remember this one. Gray shield. I don't remember that at all. Brilliant sword. That gives a boost to TP. I think it's like 3 or 4. Probably 3. I could take care of all this right now. But, nice.
I could very well take care of the boss and stuff right now. But I kind of want to relax for the rest of tonight. I think this is honestly fine to stop here for now. Because then, next I can then do all the side quests here. Then the boss. Then that honestly kind of would be it. Because I could also set up that. Show what everyone in the guild can be like and stuff. I think that's where I'll go ahead and end it for tonight then. It's a comfortable enough spot. I need to stop that. Let's see. Yeah. Nexus. I think there is a let's play of it. Maybe. It is definitely one of the much less covered ones. What I would give to finish my playthrough. And not only that, but also play for you guys, because golly, it looks so good. Let's listen to this. Transform, center. There we go. Alrighty. That's a nice comfortable place to end for tonight. Right before the boss once again. I could definitely mess him up if I really wanted to. But I want to keep up this little traction. Get to like their door or whatever. Finish up all the side quests up until that point. Then we can take them on and explore a little bit of the next stratum. I personally am much more comfortable with that. I will also try to look at whatever some of these quests are. Like for example, if they're going to be for trying to gather certain resources, either for the quest itself or items, then yeah, I'll try and hold on to them, put in storage, and things like that. And then I can also say this, after the third stratum, we are going to get access to something pretty helpful. Although it's not going to necessarily help that we're going to usually always have Peachy, Nazira, and Junior in the party. But I can at least say, oh, maybe I can comfortably swap out Peachy for later on. Although Peachy is going to be kind of necessary for third stratum exploration. Maybe I might swap her out during the boss. Maybe. We'll see. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish I could do the other route so that I can have access to them. But because I kind of made a promise to one friend, I'm gonna be doing that one first. Rest up until evening again.
I do appreciate you all joining me tonight. I'm going to toss you guys over to um 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, we got 5 choices I think to raid. Um a 4, it moves on to another particular one. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Bum bum. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Ba 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 bum. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba 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 bum. Da da da. Da da da. Da da. And every time now I think back to Nexus as well, I always remember there is actually one character with a particular name. It's wild to me that they have that name, considering what I was like also back in the day. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for someone. Or waiting on a choice. Excuse me. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Oh, let me actually get a screenshot for. This is for a friend, don't worry. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Okie dokie. Got a choice. How's about so? Here we go. Or what about also? Bam. Da 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 da. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You were about to play that. No, we don't want to hear that. I do not want that to listen. We'll go with this one. Alrighty.
It's still wild that this is what their name is like. Alright. I will see you guys probably after this weekend because I'm gonna be one busy vampire. And I don't think I'm gonna be streaming my birthday tomorrow. Which, well, surprise, surprise, my birthday is tomorrow. I didn't want to make too much of a big fuss about it. But I'm going to just kind of do whatever. I guess if you do want to hop into VRC, go ahead and like join me or whatever. I might also be in my server, just kind of like lurking in the VC. But we shall see. I appreciate you all. I will do a bit more. I don't really need to grind, but I do need a bit more like materials and stuff. I'll also try and handicap myself by a few levels as well for a little challenge. So, you guys enjoy yourselves. I will catch you guys next time. And, you know, all that stuff. Appreciate you all. And catch you next time.